Okay, we spawn in on the Garden of Joy as the Onryo. I have a daily ritual to hit a certain number of survivors after demanifesting. And this is her new Blighted cosmetic skin. So I've seen some footage of content creators playing the PTB. And this map looks like it's pretty much unchanged from its current state. I'm not sure what the developers are thinking when they leave most of this map unchanged. In the main building, they've added a breakable wall, which I don't think it really helps a killer all that much. And they've added more god windows, so I'm really not sure who they're balancing this map for. I mean, it's obviously not for the killer. It's for casual players, to be certain. And it's extremely disappointing because it looks like the changes are insignificant, and when they have made changes to the main building, they've made it more survivor favored. So, I mean, yeah, I think these developers are really something else. I don't know. Trying to be polite, but they really don't seem to have any idea what they're doing. I think as long as that Almo guy is in charge of balance, it's going to be any balance changes are going to be insignificant or actually survivor favored. So I think they really need to look at that guy and say, hey, maybe outworn your welcome here as the balance developer. But they probably won't. I don't know what they're thinking. So the new licensed killer coming out is Chucky. I've seen some gameplay. I'm not a fan of Chucky at all. I've never seen any of the movies. I don't think a little doll is intimidating or threatening in any kind of way. I think it's just stupid. Definitely not a killer I would think that they would bring to this game. I think extremely small killers are bad for the game in general. Yeah, I'm going to tunnel on this map. I think they actually put this map offering up. So, but in any event, I'm not going to play nice on this map. It's just too imbalanced. So, as I was saying, they brought Chucky to DBD. Not really a big fan. For several reasons. As I was saying, the smallness of the killer is not good. You can barely see him. He's like Victor, but when Victor runs around, you're going to know he's there because he's always making noise. The Chucky killer doesn't really make noise all that much. So that's number one. Not a big fan of these small killers. Number two, he's 110, which is very odd since the developers have stated they would not be making any more 110 movement speed killers. So I don't know why. I mean, obviously, it's not a surprise they went back on their word, but I was hoping we would get, not get any more 110 movement speed killers, especially with perks like Made for This being in the game. So I'm not really sure why they went, make another 110 movement speed killer. It's very annoying. I do not enjoy playing the 110 movement speed killers for that fact alone. So I don't know if I'll be playing a whole lot of Chucky, but yeah, 110 is just painfully slow in the current state of the game. It is nice that they got Brad Dourif to voice the character. He was the original voice actor in the movies, apparently. If you don't know Brad Dourif, he's fairly well known for playing like kind of sleazy, scummy characters. I remember him most from Lord of the Rings as Wormtongue. But he's an excellent actor. He's also been in some few episodes, Star Trek Voyager. Those are the two main things I remember him from, is Lord of the Rings and Star Trek Voyager. And he is a very good actor, so it's nice that they got him. And apparently there's a skin coming with Chucky where you can play as the, I think it's the bride of Chucky. Don't know, I can't remember what her name is. As I say, I haven't seen any of those movies. But apparently she's going to be voiced by Jennifer Tilly. So they are getting some star power with this newest killer. Be interesting to see how that is. But I'm not extremely excited for Chucky coming out. As I said, I'm very, very reluctant to play the 110 killers. They just aren't fun for me. They tend to be bully material for survivors, especially survivors who run Made for This. They're very easy to abuse certain loops when playing against. So not really a fan of that. And not a fan of Chucky in general. I think it's a stupid... Aesthetically, it's a stupid character. It's not intimidating. But we'll see when he goes live. I don't play the PTB. They don't pay me to test for them, so there's really no point in playing the PTB. I doubt they would take into consideration any of my feedback anyway, so I don't see any point in actually doing their jobs for them. They really should have a dedicated team that actually plays their own game. Because it's obvious they don't. With just the minuscule changes to this map alone, as well as the Red Forest maps. Those maps look pretty much unchanged as well. They may have shrunk them a little, but it doesn't look like they made a significant effort to balance those maps either. So I'm definitely not looking forward to this next update that's coming. I don't think the map changes were enough. I think Chucky's going to be a very frustrating killer to play when you don't have his ability. As I said, I usually only play the 110 killers if I have a tome challenge or a daily ritual. I don't play them on a regular basis. It's weird that they introduce a 110 killer, a new 110 killer, but they buff Trickster to 115. I don't know why that is. I mean, if anything, Trickster should be at 110 and Chucky should be 115. I don't know why they did the complete opposite of that. It really is mind-boggling, the changes the developers make to this game. This is another killer, the Onryo. I don't play that often. She's basically a... oh, she has a tape. Yeah, she's basically a M1 killer. She has really nothing going for her in chase. She has no anti-loop whatsoever. And I don't find I'll only usually teleport to the TVs when, after I hook a survivor, when I know the other survivors are across the map. I really don't see much point in using her teleport, but yeah, I know they reworked her a little bit, but she still doesn't have much going for her. I would prefer they give her some kind of anti-loop rather than what they did. Because on maps like this, especially, the not having an anti-loop killer is very tough. Well, it's a good thing I tunneled that Kate out early because they're down to 1 gen. So it's not like they were slacking on their objectives. I mean, this map, and especially with this killer, it's really easy for survivors to do their objectives, and the other teammates to keep the killer busy on this map. That's why tunneling is pretty much required in this set of circumstances. Yeah, there's a breakable wall right here at that door. It doesn't... I guess it helps the killer in that survivors can't go through to the window from that side of the house, so you probably don't actually want to break that wall as killer, but honestly, I don't think it's enough. That window is still there, so if they approach the house from the other side, they're still able to access a god window, pretty much. As I said, I don't know why they think these changes will make the map more balanced. They've added another god window to the second floor, so it's not like... I don't know. I have no idea what these developers are doing. This actually wasn't an offering. Okay, well, either way, I mean, I'm playing an M1 killer on Garden of Joy.